Hi, this is the Sleuth Investing channel. Usually, I dispense information, not advice, but information about how to gather physical information, preferably face-to-face, from people in the market, companies, customers, suppliers, because the physical information, I claim, lets you gather the money of those who stay home and only rely on easy-to-get secondary information. That's in normal times. Today, times are not normal. There's corona in the land, and you can't do face-to-face interviews because you risk yourself, you risk others, you risk their family and yours. So I'm going to take a little segue sideways and try to give you information about how to keep yourself healthy and how to overcome this temporary disaster of corona. And I'm going to speak about two areas. One is supplements, vitamins, other thing you can take to maximize your chances of survival and recovery. The other one is diet. And I am going to rely only on scientifically vetted and reported information. Here are the anecdotes, but I am former scientist, rocket scientist, but scientist just the same. I have some other degrees as well, but I'm going to rely on science as much as possible. Again, a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I have no medical training, only a former rocket scientist, plus some other degrees, but I'm going to do the best I can, and it's your own decision. All right? Let's start. I'm going to start in 1957 when a double Nobel Prize winner named Linus Pauling wrote a seminal paper which he called On Orthomolecular Medicine. Linus Pauling had two Nobel Prizes, one for peace, one for starting the area of molecular biology. And he was in love with supplements. His paper claimed that people are born healthy and over time the body breaks down, which is normally, it's effect of age, but also they eat what I call junk, not his words, mine. And the way to cure people is to bring their body back to, again, my words, factory setting. And you do this by vitamins and supplements. He basically started the research of supplements and vitamins. He used to take up to 20 grams, the 20,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. It's way too much for almost anybody. If you're going to take more than 5 or 10 grams, you're going to use up very fast the toilet paper that you so lovingly collected. I am taking about 1 to 2 grams of vitamin C a day. Now, why do I take vitamin C? It has been found scientifically, I'm going to quote it soon, that vitamin C helps people recover very fast, faster than normal, from pneumonia and bronchial pneumonia. As early as 1936, medical generals, which mean doctors who work for the military, found out that if they give large doses of vitamin C to soldiers that got pneumonia, the soldiers are recovering fast. One of them even found that if you give vitamin C to soldiers before they get pneumonia, it can have a prophylactic effect, meaning a preventative effect. I'm going to quote two studies here. In 1936, Gander and Neuberger found out that vitamin C lowered fever and reduced pain in pneumonia patients. In 1936, Dr. Hockwald found something similar with even 500 milligram vitamin C. And later on, Dr. McCormick found the same thing. And later on, 1944, Slotkin and Fletcher found out that vitamin C even has a prophylactic effect, preventive effect. This is in the past. So we have like about 40, 50, 60, even more years of history of people using vitamin C to ameliorate and to prevent pneumonia. That's regular pneumonia, not viral effect of corona, but it's pneumonia just the same. However, in Wuhan, very recently, Chinese doctors found out that giving patients megadoses of vitamin C intravenously, which means directly into the vein, helped them recover. This has been also shown in some other countries. For some reason in the US, only I think last month or maybe last 2 weeks, doctors in a New York hospital began to give patients vitamin C, and with very great results. Why did it take so long? Well, if I would be cynical, I would say that vitamin C has no profit in it. It costs pennies. There's no patent. So pharma companies can make any money on it, so it's just not worth making a big business out of it. But you can find it in any pharmacy. I think you should consider taking 1,000 to 2,000 milligram vitamin C a day. I'm only saying consider, not a recommendation. I'm taking about 1 to 2 a day. What others can you take? You can take also vitamin D and magnesium. If you take these three, you're going to be very far ahead. Now, one more thing about vitamin C, and tests were done quite recently. The Journal of American Medical Association, JAMA, very reputable journal, is planning to already published in October, November last year. That's 4 or 5 months ago, a very major study in which the researchers took 2 groups of mice. They gave all of them sepsis. Sepsis is a great shock to the system, usually kills the patient. This is something that people who have corona, very few can get it. And they did this by injecting excrement, basically, as they say in caca, into the stomach of mice, of mice, and they separated into 2 groups. One group got a megadose of vitamin C, and the other one got nothing. Overnight, the group that didn't get vitamin C all died very fast, and the group that got vitamin C recovered completely, and they were chirping happily and eating and chasing each other. So vitamin C was found just 4 or 5 months ago to overcome the effect of sepsis. Sepsis, lest what people don't understand, is something that people sometimes have when they have the last stage of corona. The body suffers sepsis, or also called the ARDS, the acute respiratory distress syndrome. So vitamin C has been found for the last 60, 70 years to help pneumonia sufferers to recover, and very recently was found to help mice, not people, but mice, recover from the acute respiratory distress syndrome. I would strongly suggest that you consider taking vitamin C every day, on top of which you're going to take some vitamin D and magnesium. If you do that, you're going to be fairly far along in getting you and your loved ones into better health, and also prevent, perhaps, contagion. What else can I say? I would speak about diet. About 80% of people who die from corona die from what they call comorbidity factor. These are other deadly factors, usually effect of obesity, diabetes, heart attacks, high blood pressure, most of which are largely caused by the so-called Western diet. If you are eating carbs, you are eating sugar, pasta, bread, sweet stuff, you are probably going to have some of those symptoms. Patients who died today, up to date, 80 to 90% died from those factors. Now, the corona didn't help, but they died from these diseases. Usually they are older, they had a lifetime to accumulate those diseases, but sometimes even younger. Young diabetes patients, or younger people with a heart attack, or high blood pressure, most of which are caused by diet. And again, let's go to science. In November 2019, a study that was published in Yale University took 2 groups of mice. One group of mice was fed ketogenic diet. No carbs, no sugar, no junk food, so to speak, my words. The other group of mice was fed the regular Western diet. Carbs, sugar, pasta, all the rest of the junk. Again, my words, not theirs. And then both groups had induced pneumonia. The group that had the ketogenic diet, no carb, no sugar, recovered fast. The group that had the regular Western diet suffered and suffered and suffered. So, without any vitamin C, just having ketogenic diet, no carb, no sugar, the mice recovered very fast. Against a disclaimer, this is mice, not humans. This is regular pneumonia, not coronavirus. But still, pneumonia is pneumonia. You can have 2 effects. One effect if you have vitamin C, the other effect if you have no carb, no sugar. I would go for both. I would drop carbs, I would drop sugar, I would take vitamin C, I'd have magnesium, and I'm going to have vitamin D, and this is going to be very far along in helping you overcome some of the attacks of the corona, in my opinion. Not a medical doctor, so it's only an opinion. What else can you do? Of course, you should wash your hands frequently, avoid direct contact with people. The 6-7 feet distance, mandatory. As one British doctor said, 2 meters distance is a matter of existence. Very well said. When you do all that, you maximize your chances of overcoming the latest attack by this virus. And when all this is over, we can come back and give you some of the other tricks in which you're going to find physical information face to face to take the money of others that don't do what we do, real work. Now, before I finish, I'm going to tell you, please subscribe to the channel. You're going to find more things, because for the next 2 or 3 videos, I'm going to focus on other items we can do only from home. And they are not going to be definitive, but it's going to give you room for thinking. One of which, the next video, I'm going to tell you where we are today, probably in the market cycle, based on history, what you can do to preserve your capital, and what you can do to prepare for the time in which you can invest again. Onward for the next video. In the meantime, do subscribe. And if you have any comments, please note them below. Thank you very much for watching.